We are talking about DLC for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Now, just recently, Pyra and Mythra has been added into Super Smash Bros. Ultimate from Xenoblade Chronicles. But before we get into talking about them and other things, we're going to be doing a podcast where we talk about all Nintendo stuff, Super Smash Bros., the new games coming out, stuff like that. But the next video, if we can get 10 likes on this video, then we will go ahead and make an episode 2 for this podcast. And if you guys enjoy it, that would be great if you could hit those like buttons so we get 10. And make sure to subscribe if you're not subscribed. I would greatly appreciate it. And make sure to comment down below too. Alright, so now we're going to go ahead and get right back to DLC. So, Pyra and Mythra have just been added to the game. And for me, I'm not extremely happy. They're from Xenoblade Chronicles, obviously, and I've never played Xenoblade Chronicles ever. So I'm not for sure what is up with this. By watching everyone else's reveals, how they liked it, it didn't look like everyone was very happy. Most people don't like sword characters. I love sword characters, but I think they are getting a little too far on the sword characters. They're going quite a bit to the length of like almost every character they add into Smash is a sword fighter. It gets quite annoying. But anyways, we're going to go ahead and get the frame data. We're going to go ahead and show you the trailer as I'm talking. The trailer it's pretty cool. The trailer itself was not great. Sephiroth, no one will beat Sephiroth's trailer ever, I do not believe. Even in the next Smash game, I don't think that no one's going to beat Sephiroth's. But, we're looking at the frame data. The first move I believe you probably see is her forward smash, it looks pretty good. Looks like you have quite a bit of length. For your frame data, it doesn't look terrible. It kind of reminds me of Sephiroth, sort of, except fire. And then you got her Nair. Her Nair doesn't, it looks, be honest, it reminds me of a Mii Sword Fighter. Exactly like a Mii Sword Fighter. Her Nair is exactly like a Mii Sword Fighter. Her, I believe, side B, where she throws her little sword thingy, I think, her little sword, and it turns into fire. I am not, and then her up B is one of the same recoveries as Mii Sword Fighters. So we'll have to see that there. And also, one move that I did see that's pretty cool is Link's, it's like Link's up B. It looks pretty cool. We'll have to see. I think the only way we will know where she will be in the tier list is when Sakurai presents her, and how she presents her, and when he plays with her, how he talks about her, and kind of the moves. For me, I think she's probably going to be mid A tier to, I'm going to say mid B tier, actually. I'm mid A tier to mid B tier, in between there. We'll have to see. Be honest, I'm probably not going to play her very much. I'm going to play her just to know where we're going to put her in the rankings. But I think that her and Smash is not going to be much of, everyone's going to be jumping for joy. I know most people weren't jumping for joy when they saw her coming in. Very few people that I know play Xenoblade Chronicles. I've only met a couple people that play it. Not very much. I've never really watched anybody play it either. So I can't really say that I really don't like her, even though I really don't. Probably won't, but I don't know. We'll just have to see on how her gameplay is. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and go one before. I've not talked about Sephiroth, the greatest DLC in my opinion to ever enter Smash Bros. Ultimate. The pure awesomeness of Sephiroth coming to the game is so cool. Everyone was not expecting Sephiroth to come into Smash. Granted, he did make where Geno could not come into the game, but that's besides the point. Sephiroth came into the game with a big hit. It was so cool. Now we have 2 representatives from Final Fantasy, and now with Pyra and Mythra in, we have 2 representatives from Xenoblade Chronicles. So we'll have to see on what they're going to do for the next Fighter Pass, but we're not going to talk about that. We'll talk about that in a minute. But Sephiroth coming into the game, everyone, once they saw it, everyone's instant said there is A tier. For me, I put him in low S tier. Everything, what he does, his slow frame data, but with that slow frame data comes length. His sword is so humongous. His Nair is super good. His Giga Flare is so good. Anything like that. It's his side B with the little balls going around people. I don't know what it's called, but that thing where it can break, and you can break his shield down smash. It's just so many things that, and his recovery is way better. It's just a lot of things about him that makes everybody happy about how he came in. And I think I'm glad that what they did was they added Sephiroth, but then when they took out Geno, I think it created a good medium, because everyone loves Sephiroth. Everyone is sad that Geno couldn't make it, but everyone is still at least happy that they got one character in, which is kind of smart by Nintendo to bring a character that they know everyone will love to be in there, and then they have to take someone else that everyone would like. I think it's kind of smart there, how they did that. I think Sephiroth's probably the best DLC ever to come in this game. He's just super cool. Alright, so now we're going to talk about the rest of the Fighter Pass. As I want you guys to think of this, so the first character to come into the Fighter Pass was a Nintendo game, Min Min. She came in from ARMS. I've never played that game. If you guys would like to see me play that game, comment down below. And then we went to Microsoft with Steve coming into the game as well. For me, he wasn't a great character. I almost never have played him. It's just super cool how they add all these different people now. Now with Steve coming into the game, you have no idea what else they're going to add now. They can add anybody if they add Steve from Minecraft in the game. And then we went to a Sony character from Final Fantasy VII, Sephiroth, coming into Smash, which is so cool, so awesome. But that's just another thing. It just shows you the limits on how far they can go. Because I know Sony and Square Enix is very strict about their characters. Especially when Cloud came into Smash 4, they couldn't do almost any trailer for him, for crying out loud. They couldn't do anything for him. So, with the best trailer for Sephiroth, I think that was cool. And now we get another Nintendo character, Pyra and Mythra. Having the pattern, Nintendo game, non-Nintendo, non-Nintendo, Nintendo game. So I believe the next two fighters are going to be non-Nintendo games. I believe the next character is probably going to be Crash. The only reason why people are going to say, well, that's a Nintendo game now. It never used to be. It never used to be a Nintendo game, which I believe now just gives them a perfect opportunity to put Crash into Smash now. That's a pretty good rhyme. But they're going to put Crash in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. And it's a perfect timing because they just added the game onto the Switch, and it's been forever since they made a Crash game, which I think he would be perfect for Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. I think he would be great. And then the last one, I am not quite for sure yet. We will have to see about who's going to be coming next. I think, the bad thing is, I know for a fact, to be honest, Waluigi's not going to come to Smash. He's not going to come to Smash at all, which kind of stinks, but yeah, he's not going to come in. The last one's the only one that I don't know quite yet. Sora could come into it, I'm not for sure. Comment down below who you think is going to be coming to Smash for the last two. Comment down below. I would greatly appreciate that. And now we're going to move on to the games. Now, with a new Nintendo Direct, they just added a bunch of games. I think for probably the most significant one is most likely Fall Guys, because Fall Guys has fallen off the deep end. It hasn't gone good for them. It once it came out, it blew up. It was crazy. It was amazing, and then now it's not there. And I think adding it to Nintendo is going to help them a lot with popularity. It's going to get back on YouTube. It's going to get on everywhere. Twitch. I think it's going to come. It's going to come back. It's going to go back up. So that's going to be coming out in June. There's a bunch of other games too. Probably a lot of them are not very good games. But what Nintendo's doing is they're doing a lot of games for the Switch. I think the reason why they're doing so many games for this is because they know the next device they're going to be doing is probably going to be compatible with the Switch now. People think it's going to be called the Nintendo Switch Pro. I'm not for sure. We will have to see. But I think why they're putting so many games out there compared to the Wii U, I believe is mainly because of the next device they're going to be making to make it compatible with the Switch and everything, which will make Smash Ultimate the game for Smash Brothers. Because if it's going to be compatible with it, they're not going to spend their money to do another Smash game unless they know they have enough marketing where they know people will go buy the new one. If they see that go up, I think they probably will make a new Smash game, but Ultimate is probably going to be the best Smash game in my opinion. People think Melee is. No, it's Smash Ultimate. If you guys like this video, please hit that like button. We need at least 10 like buttons, and we will make another episode for this podcast. I would greatly appreciate it too. And if you're not subscribed, make sure to subscribe. And I hope you guys have a great day.